Hello, it's Jenny Green from the road. We're in one of my favorite places. We were in the mountains outside of Shasta today. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous with all the like red dirt and gorgeous pine trees and stuff. Mr. Sexy Pants driving away. Who does your hair for you?
You do, baby.
He's driving and he can't do his own hair. And shout out to Frankie the barber on 25th Street in downtown historic Ogden at Moore's Barbershop. Frankie's the barber who, wait, can you just turn your chin towards me? Frankie styles my man. As soon as he comes into town, I always set an appointment for Jason to go into Frankie. I love everybody else, Chris and the other Chris and Mark and everybody down there is great, but Frankie's my man. In fact, if you're a man and you live in Ogden and you need a haircut, go into Frankie, go into Moore's and schedule with Frankie and tell me you want the Jenny Green, and you're gonna walk out of there looking fine. So anyway, Jason can't do his hair while he's driving, so I love it. Like, it's a little tender moment. I get the water bottle and dump it all over his head and give him a scalp massage and take the comb and comb it, and I comb his beard. I gave him a beard massage the other day with some coconut oil because I'm in a truck. Like, I have nothing else going on. So Jason's getting the beard massage and the hairstyle and looking good over there, baby. You know, I don't want to go home. Like, I totally do. Like, seriously, I don't want to go home. Like, I'm way sad. Do you want me to go home? No. Like, what can we do with the kids? Could they move in with your mom for a while so I can just stand there? Oh, there's the lake. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, that green water of Lake Shasta. So I was on Facebook this morning, and there are some people making super grumpy comments, and it's so crazy. So I wanted to make a little video about one of my heroes. She's like a goddess who totally changed my life, and her name is Elva Parker, and she's gonna giggle when I send this video to her. But Elva changed my life when I was super young. We were newlyweds. Oh, so beautiful. We were young newlyweds, and just like any girl, you know, high school is kind of tough, and you learn how to be catty and make fun of people. And I guess I was kind of a little clique. I was a cheerleader for a while, and then I was in the choir and drama clique. Is that a thing? Like, can you consider that a clique? The choir and drama? I don't know. Maybe it's not a clique. It's not the cool clique, but it's a clique. Anyway, you know, like as a high school girl, you learn how to kind of be catty, and you're really competitive. And instead of looking at other people for the divine beauty inside their souls, I think that girls today tend to look at each other as idiots, and you want to tear each other apart subtly and sometimes overtly. That's a cool truck. He had like a giant swan on the front of his truck. Whoever you are, Mr. Trucker, cool truck. And then I get into college, and I had a good group of roommates, but still, like, that female competitive edge is really hard in our culture. And it's okay to rip people apart, and it's okay to kind of, if somebody walks away, be like, did you see what she was wearing? So as a young 20-something, I was kind of caught in that. And I had a good group of friends, and we did kind of fun stuff, but I felt like a lot of our conversations were gossipy. There were just lots of times where we're kind of tearing each other apart. And I remember we had like new people that moved into our apartment complex, and we were buying a business from them and everything. And I remember talking about how much I hated her. I was like, oh gosh, I totally hate so-and-so. She just drives me nuts. I totally hate her. And anyway, I think I was just a typical girl, but not a very nice girl. Ooh, that's some big tractors. So then I met this lady who went to church with us. Oh my gosh, I could not work on that bridge. I would have a heart attack. Yikes, I'm standing in my truck. So Miss Elva Parker lived in my neighborhood. We moved into this new neighborhood. And first, I love Elva. Like, she is so sweet and so beautiful. And she has like this long curly ponytail, really pretty hair. And how many kids do they have? Like 6 kids or something? Anyway, she was older than me. I think Elva's like, maybe, how old are her kids? She's a little bit, not a ton older than me, but she's old enough to be more mature than I was. And I remember first meeting her, and she was really enthusiastic about me. She's like, you were so pretty, you were so sweet, you were so awesome, I totally love you, I'm so glad you're my new neighbor. And every time I saw her, her face would just light up. oh my gosh, Jenny, I can't believe it's you. We both ran into each other at Target. And she'd hug me and love me. And I started thinking that I was like Elva's best friend and that she loved me so much. And then I started noticing that she talked about everybody like that. Like I'd bring up one of our neighbors. I'd be like, do you know Nicole very well? And Elva would be like, oh my gosh, I love Nicole. Nicole's the coolest. Nicole is the best. I totally love the Nettle family. They have the cutest kids. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not your only BFF. And then I'd bring up somebody else. Oh, Elva, do you know Tara? Like, are you very good friends with her? Do you know anything about them? Oh my gosh, I love her. She's the coolest thing in the world. And what I noticed was that every single person that you brought, oh yeah, I totally got the lake. Got the lake. Jason's worried that I'm not getting the lake. He thinks I'm not paying attention to the drive. So I noticed that everybody that I brought up, Elva completely loved them. So I wasn't just her only best friend. And I asked her one day she was talking about somebody, and I was like, Elva, every time I bring up anybody, you're like, I totally love that person. They're the greatest, they're the coolest. Like, you're their biggest fan. But aren't there a lot of people that you hate because they're stupid? And what was funny too was some of the people she was talking about, I look at them and I was like, Nicole's not that great. She's kind of a brat, and her kids are brats too. So what's Elvis seeing in all these people? So sorry, honey. Jason's laughing because he knows Nicole. Nicole, sorry, you know it's true. But I asked her, it's like, do you really love all these people? Or are you just faking that? Or is that just a habit? And Elvis said, I can find something to love in everybody. And I love getting to know new people and meeting people. So from that day, about 15 years ago, I started trying it. It's like every time I talk about somebody, instead of being like, yeah, have you met Nicole? She's a brat. If anybody asks me about Nicole, I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I totally love Nicole. Nicole's the best. And I've done this for like years. I'm like 15 years into this now. And I love the way that it makes me feel. I love the way that it builds up other women around me. I'm to the point now where if somebody starts gossiping or bringing somebody up, it just like makes my heart hurt. I cannot stand being around that negativity. So when I'm online and everyone's all going crazy on somebody and tearing them apart, or if I'm in real life and people are doing it, then it just kind of hurts my guts. So anyway, thank you, Elva, for changing my life. The thing is that inside all of us, we are divine. We are children of God. We don't understand what people are going through. You don't know. And even like homeless people on the street, like you can meet a homeless girl down in Salt Lake City or something, and if you're really loving people, you're gonna want to bring her home and like put her in your daughter's own bed type of thing. You know what I mean? Like that's how, anyway, so try it. I want everyone to try it. Everyone do the Elva. Do the Elva. Here's my little doing the Elva dance. Do you like it? Do you like it? Don't you love Elva?
I love Ella. She's a special lady.
Yeah, she was life-changing for me, huh? I want everyone to do the Elva. Do the Elva, and when someone asks you about another woman or man or whatever, don't be the one to be like, oh yeah, she's totally crazy. I don't like that. Don't like that, Nicole. Be the one to say, I love Nicole, and then say a couple good things about her. It makes me feel so good. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go enjoy Lake Shasta, and then I'm gonna give my sexy pants there over there a massage. That's it. I'm getting bored on the road. Peace, love, and health, y'all.